Welcome back to Dr. Gilbert Healthy Aging. I am Dr. Gilbert. Throughout my active, decades-long career as a clinical physician, a neurological researcher, and a general surgeon who has operated on the fragmented skeletal frames, compressed spinal columns, and collapsed rib cages of thousands of older adults, I have stood at the bedsides of proud, independent individuals and listened to the tragic postmortems of their mobility. When you spend your entire life working inside emergency trauma suites, analyzing the exact biomechanical and respiratory root causes of physical decline, your clinical eye changes. You stop looking at senior hunching, rounded shoulders, and shallow breathing as harmless, cosmetic side effects of getting old, and you begin to track the subtle, deadly structural collapses that precede a total loss of vitality and balance. You realize a deeply unsettling truth. The ultimate threat to your independent physical freedom does not wait for you on steep outdoor trails or icy steps. It develops silently right inside your upper body every single hour you spend slouched in living room chairs, reading, or staring down at your kitchen counter. And today, we are going to shine an uncompromising, highly precise medical spotlight on a silent, slow-motion mechanical catastrophe taking place inside the bodies of millions of aging Americans. It is a profound structural breakdown that I refer to in my clinical practice as the thoracic kyphosis and pectoral contracture loop. It is a hidden anatomical trap that pulls your shoulders forward, locks your shoulder blades out of alignment, crushes your rib cage like a collapsing accordion, starves your brain of vital oxygen, and makes a forward tumbling fall almost mathematically inevitable after the age of 70. Let us sit down together and have a completely raw, honest clinical conversation about an unspoken, heavy physical anxiety that millions of you face in absolute solitude every single day. Have you noticed that when you look at your side profile in a mirror or in family photographs, your head projects forward, your upper back forms a rounded curve, and your shoulders roll inward toward your chest? Do you find that during or after a short walk down the street, an aching stiffness develops between your shoulder blades, your neck feels painfully tight, and you catch yourself gasping for air as if your lungs simply cannot expand fully? When you try to stand up tall and pull your shoulders back, does it feel incredibly exhausting, uncomfortable, or almost impossible to maintain for more than 10 seconds before your body slumps right back down? If you recognized your own daily physical posture in that description, I want you to focus your mind and listen to the sound of my baritone voice with absolute, undivided attention today. You are unknowingly caught inside an escalating anatomical crisis. The universal Western habit of sitting for hours with rounded shoulders is systematically locking your upper skeleton into a rigid, forward-pitched cage. You are not just slouching. You are allowing your chest muscles to shrink and calcify, forcing your ribcage downward to crush your diaphragm, and shifting your center of gravity so far forward that your legs are forced to shuffle constantly just to keep you from falling on your face. In the mainstream world of modern primary care medicine, I see doctors make a fatal diagnostic error every single day. When a senior over 70 reports shortness of breath, chronic upper back pain, or forward slouching posture, they are treated with passive laziness. They are given prescriptions for lung inhalers or pain pills, or told to wear restrictive, uncomfortable elastic shoulder braces that actively starve your back muscles of strength and accelerate muscular wasting. But as a general surgeon, it is my professional duty to look you directly in the eye and share the raw clinical truth. Wearing elastic braces or taking pills does not release calcified chest tendons or restore lung capacity. Elastic braces act as artificial crutches, commanding your postural muscles to turn completely dormant. If your chest remains locked forward and your shoulder blades remain frozen, your rib cage will continue to compress your lungs. Your brain will experience chronic mild oxygen starvation, and your forward-pitched center of mass will eventually pull you down into a catastrophic fall. I did not create this masterclass to leave you sitting in discouragement or fear. Fear is a paralyzing, useless emotion in your longevity journey. Quite the opposite. Today, I am going to hand you an absolute, scientifically validated mechanical shield of protection. In this episode, I am going to reveal Japan's #1 shoulder trick for seniors over 70. Inspired by the ancient Tenuchi shoulder blade opening movement practiced for centuries by Japanese kendo masters and centenarians, that possesses the unique biological power to instantly fix the senior hunch, open your ribcage, and restore 30% more breathing room. This specialized 10-second posture reset requires zero exercise equipment, zero heavy weights, and can be performed effortlessly right in your living room or kitchen. Yet, despite its simplicity, this single habit possesses the unique physiological power to lengthen tight pectoral tendons, ignite dormant Middle Trapezius guy wires, decompress your phrenic nerve, and grant you absolute upright posture and deep, effortless breathing. If you are truly ready to stop hunching in pain, permanently release that crushing tightness in your chest and upper back, and walk through this world with the proud vertical posture and unyielding dignity of your youth, turn off all distractions right now, focus your mind, and let us break down this deep anatomical knowledge together. Before we unlock the elegant neurological and biomechanical engineering behind the Japanese Tenuchi method, take a brief moment to click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. By doing so, you join our global healthy aging family and ensure you are always equipped with real clinical truths to protect your independent freedom. Now, let us uncover the hidden structural collapse that occurs inside your upper body whenever you live with a rounded posture after 70. To permanently eliminate the senior hunch and understand why pulling your shoulders back by brute force never works, we must analyze the human upper body through the strict, unyielding laws of structural leverage, muscle reciprocation, and respiratory mechanics. Your upper back and chest architecture, known in anatomy as the thoracic scapular complex, is an engineering marvel designed to support your head, protect your lungs and heart, and provide a stable anchor for your arms. At the center of this structural upper engine sit two broad, flat triangular bones, your scapulae, your shoulder blades. Unlike your hip joint, which is a deep, stable bone socket, your shoulder blades have no direct bony socket attachment to your spine. They float dynamically over the back of your rib cage, held in place exclusively by a delicate balance of opposing muscular guy wires. However, as we pass the biological milestone of age 70, a devastating structural trap occurs inside this dynamic upper engine, driven directly by modern Western sitting habits. Look at the triple physiological breakdown that occurs inside your body when you live with rounded shoulders. Adaptive shortening of the pectoralis minor. When you spend hours with your arms in front of your body, reading, typing, or cooking, your primary chest muscles, specifically the pectoralis minor, remain in a continuously shortened state. Under the laws of soft tissue remodeling, unstretched chest tendons undergo adaptive shortening. They turn rigid, calcify, and act like tight steel cables anchored to the front of your rib cage, permanently pulling your shoulder blades forward and down. Scapular protraction and trapezius amnesia. As your tight chest muscles pull your shoulder blades forward, the muscles on your upper back, the middle trapezius and rhomboids, are stretched beyond their natural operating length. When a muscle is held in a chronically stretched state, your central nervous system commands a process called stretch-induced inhibition. Your brain literally turns off the electrical signals to your upper back muscles. They go dormant, lose their resting tone, and allow your upper spine to curve into a permanent, rigid hump. Thoracic kyphosis. Mechanical lung compression and phrenic nerve pinching. As your thoracic spine humps forward and your shoulders roll inward, your entire rib cage tilts downward like a collapsing window blind. The spaces between your ribs, the intercostal spaces, narrow significantly, physically compressing your lungs. Your main breathing muscle, the diaphragm, is squeezed flat in the abdominal cavity, reducing your maximum lung tidal volume by up to 30%. Furthermore, the forward head posture that accompanies this hunch compresses the cervical nerve roots, C3, C4, C5, that form the phrenic nerve, the master electrical line that controls your diaphragm. You are not short of breath because your lungs are old. You are short of breath because your collapsed skeleton is physically suffocating your lungs. Look at the terrifying mechanical trap this creates inside your body. Calcified chest tendons locking your shoulders forward. Dormant upper back muscles allowing your spine to hump. A compressed ribcage starving your blood of oxygen. And a forward-pitched posture that pulls your center of gravity off balance. To break this cycle, we must look to a time-tested Japanese movement that instantly releases tight chest tendons, fires dormant back muscles, and expands the rib cage without placing a single pound of strain on your spine. Let us now move away from structural pathology and focus entirely on the concrete, life-saving solution. I am going to teach you how to execute the Japanese Tenuchi Reset, known in traditional Japanese martial kinesiotherapy and posture restoration as the external scapular rotation matrix. This is the absolute 10-second posture trick that will transform your upper body, open your breathing, and erase your senior hunch after age 70. In the ancient martial art of Japanese kendo, swordsmen learned that holding a heavy bamboo sword with rounded shoulders or locked upper back muscles completely destroyed their balance and speed. To maintain an unshakable vertical axis, they developed a precise neurological wrist and shoulder movement, known as tenuchi. By simply rotating their forearms and opening their palms outward, they triggered an automated reflex that instantly glided the shoulder blades backward and down along the rib cage, opening the chest without arching the lower back. When modern seniors try to fix their hunch, they make a critical mistake. They try to pull their shoulders back by sheer willpower while keeping their palms facing backward or toward their thighs. As an orthopedic surgeon, I must tell you that pulling your shoulders back with your palms facing backward is anatomically impossible. With your forearms turned inward, internal rotation, your arm bones physically jam against your shoulder blade sockets, locking your shoulders in a forward roll no matter how hard you strain. We must do the exact opposite. We must use the anatomical relationship between the forearm, humerus, and scapula to trick your nervous system into opening your upper body effortlessly. By simply turning your forearms outward so your palms face completely forward, external rotation, you automatically unlock the shoulder socket, lengthen the tight pectoralis minor, and force your dormant upper back muscles to contract instantly through reciprocal innervation. Let us execute this therapeutic masterclass together right now. Stand completely tall, balance your weight evenly across both feet, and follow me through the 4 precise, sequential phases of this mechanical reset. The first phase uses forearm supination to unlock the head of the arm bone from the front shoulder socket, immediately stopping internal shoulder rotation. Stand tall with both feet flat on the floor, spaced shoulder width apart. Let your arms hang naturally at your sides. Keep your eyes locked straight ahead on an eye-level horizon target on the wall. Without moving your upper back yet, smoothly rotate both of your forearms outward so that your palms face completely forward toward the room, with your thumbs pointing away from your body to the sides. Hold this palm forward stance for 2 seconds. Feel how turning your thumbs outward instantly releases the front shoulder pinch and opens the front of your chest. Phase 2, the lower trapezius downdraft, scapular depression. The second phase activates the lower fibers of your trapezius muscle, pulling your shoulder blades down away from your ears and decompressing your neck nerves. Maintain your palms facing completely forward with your thumbs pointing outward. Take a quiet, gentle breath in through your nose for 3 seconds. As you begin to slowly exhale through your mouth, consciously glide both of your shoulder blades downward along your back, as if you are trying to slide the bottom tips of your shoulder blades deep into your back pants pockets. Do not arch your lower back. Keep your lower stomach gently braced. Hold this downward shoulder glide for 3 full seconds. You will feel an immediate relief of tension across your neck and upper shoulders as your upper trapezius muscle lets go. The third phase forcefully ignites your dormant upper back muscles, the middle trapezius and rhomboids, squeezing your shoulder blades together toward your spine. While keeping your palms facing forward and your shoulder blades glided downward, take another deep breath in through your nose. As you slowly exhale through your mouth, consciously squeeze your two shoulder blades toward each other, as if you are trying to gently pinch a small pencil between your shoulder blades in the middle of your upper back. Maintain this firm, comfortable upper back squeeze for 5 full seconds, counting slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will feel a warm, satisfying contraction lighting up the dormant muscles between your bovi, shoulder blades. You are sending high-voltage electrical signals straight from your spinal cord to wake up your postural guy wires. The final phase uses the newly opened shoulder position to elevate your sternum, expand your intercostal rib spaces, and take a maximum volume lung breath. Maintain your palm forward orientation and your upper back squeeze. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Do not tilt your head back. Now, take a deep, massive, 4-second inhalation through your nose, expanding your lower ribs and lifting your breastbone, sternum, upward toward the ceiling. Feel your ribcage open like an umbrella, expanding 360 degrees. Hold this deep air volume for 2 seconds, allowing oxygen to flood the lower lobes of your lungs. Slowly exhale through your mouth, relax your arms back to your sides, but keep your chest open and your spine tall. Repeat this entire 4-phase Tenuchi reset 3 times continuously. Why is this simple Japanese shoulder trick so profoundly effective at saving your posture and opening your breathing after age 70? Let us analyze the undeniable anatomical physics taking place inside your body. When you turn your palms forward in phase 1, you mechanically disengage the tight pectoralis minor, allowing the arm bone to center in its socket. When you glide your shoulder blades down in phase 2, you relieve nerve pressure off your neck and phrenic nerve trunks. When you squeeze your shoulder blades in phase 3, you shock your dormant middle trapezius muscles back to life through reciprocal inhibition. Finally, when you lift your sternum in phase 4, you widen your intercostal rib spaces, allowing your diaphragm to expand fully and delivering a 30% surge of fresh oxygenated arterial blood straight to your brain and heart. In just 10 seconds, you transform a forward-slouched, suffocating frame into a proud, open, vertically stable column. Now that you master the precise mechanics and execution of the Tenuchi Shoulder Reset, we must establish the precise medical dosage, scheduling protocols, and long-term biological timelines of how your connective tissues and upper back muscles will adapt and heal. In senior longevity medicine, a postural movement protocol operates exactly like a targeted pharmaceutical compound. If you perform it randomly or ignore daily consistency, your central nervous system and chest fascia will fail to construct permanent, protective structural adaptations. To achieve complete thoracic expansion, open breathing, and permanently eliminate the senior hunch, I want you to perform this simple routine 3 times every single day. Without exception, the morning bedside reset, the posture ignition, execute the 10-second Tenuchi protocol the very first time you stand up beside your bed every morning. During 8 hours of sleep, your upper body naturally curls forward into a protective fetal posture. Performing the Tenuchi reset upon rising immediately opens your chest, expands your lungs, and aligns your upper back before you take your first morning steps. The midday desk and kitchen interrupter, fascial detethering. Execute this exact sequence at 1:00 p.m. and 5 p.m., the exact biological hours when cumulative sitting, reading, or kitchen work causes your shoulders to collapse forward. Performing the reset interrupts fascial calcification, keeping your chest tendons long and flexible. Let us also look at the fascinating chronobiology of thoracic fascial compliance. Clinical orthopedic data demonstrates that human connective tissue and pectoral fascia display their highest structural elasticity in the late afternoon, when core body temperature reaches its natural circadian peak. Performing your afternoon set of Tenuchi resets allows you to achieve deeper, longer-lasting lengthening of calcified chest tendons with minimal mechanical resistance. What should you expect to experience as you maintain this daily protocol consistently? Week 1. Neural activation and lung expansion. During your very first 7 days of practicing the Tenuchi Reset, you will notice an immediate, wonderful sensation of lightness across your chest and upper back. That dull, aching, burning sensation between your shoulder blades will begin to subside. You will notice that taking a deep, full breath requires zero effort, and family members will comment that you appear noticeably taller. Month 1. Pectoral lengthening and scapular remodeling. After 30 days of consistent daily execution, the structural collagen matrix within your tight pectoralis minor tendons undergoes active lengthening. Your shoulder blades regain their natural resting posture along the back of your ribcage. Your middle trapezius muscles regain baseline resting neural tone, holding your shoulders open automatically without conscious strain. Month 3. Structural kyphosis reversal and total postural sovereignty. After 90 continuous days, your upper skeleton achieves long-term structural remodeling. Your intercostal rib spaces remain wide and flexible. Your phrenic nerve delivers clear electrical signals to your diaphragm, and your thoracic spine stabilizes in an open, upright alignment. You walk through your home, through social gatherings, and down the street with a proud vertical posture, maximum lung capacity, and complete physical sovereignty over your movement. As a physician and general surgeon dedicated to senior physical autonomy, I must remind you that practicing your daily Tenuchi Shoulder Reset is only half the equation. You cannot expect to permanently eliminate your senior hunch if you are unknowingly committing 3 common destructive posture errors inside your own home every single day. These everyday habits actively crush your ribcage, lock your chest muscles, and undo all the structural healing we are building. Many older adults spend hours reading books, newspapers, or scrolling on tablet computers resting flat on their lap, tilting their head completely down toward their chest. Under the laws of physics, your head weighs approximately 10 to 12 pounds in a neutral upright position. But when you tilt your head forward by 60 degrees to look down at your lap, the gravitational force on your neck and upper thoracic spine multiplies by 5 times, exerting nearly 60 pounds of continuous crushing force on your upper vertebrae. This brutal load accelerates thoracic kyphosis and crushes your cervical spinal discs. My strict clinical correction: never read with your head tilted down toward your lap. Always bring your books, newspapers, or digital screens up to exact eye level using a reading stand, a pillow prop, or by resting your elbows on a table. Keep your chin parallel to the floor at all times. Many seniors sleep with 2 or 3 thick, rigid foam pillows stacked beneath their head at night, believing it helps their breathing or acid reflux. However, sleeping with your head propped high forces your neck into continuous forward flexion for 8 hours straight, locking your chest muscles in a shortened posture and training your nervous system to accept a hunched alignment as your normal resting state. My strict clinical correction: ditch ultra-high, rigid pillow stacks. Sleep on a single, supportive cervical pillow that cradles the natural curve of your neck, while keeping your head aligned cleanly with your torso. If you require elevation for acid reflux, elevate the entire head of your bed frame or use a firm, full-torso wedge pillow that keeps your entire spine completely straight. When seniors notice their upper back humping, they frequently purchase tight, elastic shoulder harness braces sold online, wearing them for hours to force their shoulders back artificially. While these braces pull your shoulders back temporarily, from a neurological perspective, they are a complete disaster. When an artificial harness holds your shoulders, your brain registers that your middle trapezius and rhomboid muscles are no longer required to work. Your brain commands a complete down-regulation of these muscles, accelerating neurological sarcopenia and leaving your back even weaker and more hunched the moment you remove the brace. My strict clinical correction: avoid rigid elastic posture braces entirely. Instead of relying on an artificial external strap, use the Tenuchi active movement habit to build real, internal, long-lasting muscular strength that holds your shoulders back naturally 24 hours a day. My dear friends, as we draw this comprehensive thoracic and respiratory longevity masterclass to a close today, I want to step away from clinical terms and anatomical diagrams and speak directly to your heart, not just as a surgeon, but as a trusted companion on your journey of aging. Reaching your 70s, 80s, or 90s is an extraordinary, sacred milestone. It is a triumphant season of life that should be completely defined by your personal freedom, your hard-won wisdom, your peace, and your joy, not by physical restriction, daily fatigue, a forward hunched back, and a constant struggle to take a full breath of air. You have spent your entire life working hard, sacrificing for your families, and building our communities. You have earned the absolute right to live this golden season of your existence with uncompromised physical dignity, with your head held high toward the horizon, and with the complete physical freedom to move through this world entirely on your own terms. Losing your upright posture, feeling your upper back form a heavy curve, or struggling to catch your breath is not an inevitable consequence of getting older. It is simply a biomechanical puzzle, a puzzle of calcified chest tendons, dormant upper back guy wires, and compressed ribcage spaces. And as we have demonstrated together today, using the profound science of functional anatomy and respiratory alignment, every single piece of this puzzle has a logical, scientific, and remarkably effective mechanical solution. Do not allow passive attitudes to dictate the boundaries of your personal world. Do not accept a life that slowly shrinks into a forward hunch, shallow breathing, or a rolling metal walker. Your body remains an absolute miracle of biological engineering, fully capable of fascial remodeling, muscular reinnervation, and respiratory recovery until the final breath you draw on this earth. You do not lack the inherent capacity to heal. You simply lacked the correct clinical blueprint. Now, today, you possess that blueprint. I challenge you right now, as your physician, the moment this video finishes and the screen goes quiet, do not remain sitting in stagnation. Stand up smoothly, pull your shoulders down, turn your palms completely forward toward the room, execute your very first 10-second Tenuchi Shoulder Reset. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your sternum, take a deep full breath of fresh air, and turn your internal postural engines back on. Send a clear, powerful signal to your body that you are ready to stay strong, protect your upper spine, and reclaim your physical sovereignty. If you found today's masterclass valuable, please share it immediately with your husband, your wife, your siblings, your neighbors across the street, or anyone you love who struggles with a rounded back, shoulder stiffness, or shallow breathing. Let us eradicate unnecessary physical suffering and protect the independence of our seniors together. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time, your trust, and for opening your heart to me today. Subscribe to our channel, move with deep intention every single day, honor your magnificent physical temple, execute your daily Tenuchi shoulder resets, and I will see you in our very next clinical episode. Stay strong, look straight ahead at the horizon, and step forward into your day with absolute, magnificent power.